shows you about 10 million of us today marching.
Around the world, millions of people don't want this war.
We have never gotten...
Hey, y'all. Come on in, and welcome to Truth Blitz, where we cut through the nonsense faster than a combine at harvest. I'm Park Major, your straight-shooting host from Tennessee, and tonight, we're taking on Donnie Two Dolls. That's Trump, the guy who says our daughters need just $2 and a pencil to get by while he's angling for a $400 million private jet from Qatar. A flying palace, they call it. That's fancier than a Nashville penthouse. Let's break it down. ABC News reported it first. Qatar's royal family, flush with oil money, wants to gift Donnie a Boeing 747-8 decked out like a rock star's tour bus to use as Air Force One until his term ends. After that, it goes to his Presidential Library Foundation. Sounds generous, right? Wrong. This is a bribe so obvious it's practically got a neon sign. The Constitution's Emoluments Clause says no president can accept foreign gifts without Congress's approval. Ethics experts are shouting from the rooftops, calling this a violation that'd make the Founding Fathers furious. Representative Richie Torres, a New York Democrat, labeled it a flying grift and demanded an ethics investigation. Chuck Schumer's mocking Donnie's America First mantra, saying nothing says patriot like Air Force One bankrolled by Qatar. Even Fox News' Brian Kilmeade's asking what Qatar's after. Here's the kicker. Qatar's got ties to Hamas, the terrorist group stirring up trouble worldwide. MSNBC's pointing out Qatar's financial support for Hamas, and X is exploding with outrage. User at Lil Ordvet2 says Trump's taken a jet from the same folks funding Hamas. Even Laura Loomer, a Trump loyalist who'd fight a bear for him, calls this deal a stain, accusing Qatar of backing jihadists in suits. When MAGA's this upset, you know it's serious. Donnie's playing it cool, posting on Truth Social that he'd be stupid to turn down a free plane. Stupid? The only thing stupid is thinking the American people won't see through this. His press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, claims it's a transparent deal for the Defense Department, but ethics expert Jordan Libowitz told NPR, just 'cause it's public, don't make it right. Transparent? More like a clear view of corruption. While our daughters are told to make do with $2 and a pencil, Donnie's dreaming of luxury at 30,000 feet. That's the kind of hypocrisy that'd rile up a church choir. And we haven't even gotten to his real estate schemes yet. Stick around, because this story's just heating up. We'll be right back after a break. Don't go anywhere, because we're about to unpack Donnie's Middle East money grab.
Time to start doing the right thing, so trust your instinct. Stop listening to others and own your decisions.
Welcome back to Truth Blitz, where we're serving truth straighter than a Tennessee highway. We're deep in Donnie Two Dolls' $400 million Qatari jet scandal, and let me tell you, it's shadier than a back alley deal. This isn't just about a plane. It's tied to Trump's real estate empire across the Middle East, with his son Eric riding point in this corruption circus. Let's talk business. The Trump Organization, now run by Eric and Don Jr., is pulling in cash like nobody's business. The Washington Post reports they've got deals popping up in Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and, surprise, Qatar. In Doha, they're pushing a $5.5 billion golf resort with Qatari DR, a state-owned company. Eric was just in Qatar, posing with officials like he's on a victory tour. Ex-user at RetroAgent12 is calling it what it is. Red flags everywhere, a golf deal one week, a jet the next. That's no coincidence. That's a payoff. It doesn't stop there. In Saudi Arabia, Eric's pitching a Trump hotel tower and golf course with Dar Global, linked to the Saudi royals. The UAE's pouring $2 billion into a Trump crypto project, World Liberty Financial, where Donnie's the chief crypto advocate. Folks, this ain't a presidency, it's a global flea market, and Donnie's selling influence like it's going out of style. Mother Jones says these deals violate the Constitution, which bans presidents from taking foreign money without Congress's okay. Eric's claiming he's got no connection to Qatari DR, but that's about as believable as a fox swearing it don't eat chickens. He's meeting with Qatari ministers while Donnie's touring a jet in Palm Beach. The New York Times says this smashes through ethical boundaries. And get this, Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's supposed to enforce the law, used to lobby for Qatar, earning $115,000 a month. Now she's saying this jet deal's fine. That's like trusting a wolf to guard the sheep. This is flat out illegal and wrong on every level. The Guardian notes Donnie's dropped even the pretense of ethics from his first term, when he at least tried to avoid foreign deals. Now it's a free-for-all. And he's cashing checks while our kids are told to dream small with a couple dolls. Ex-posts are humming with theories. Admiral Salmassi claims Qatar's pushing an Islamic takeover through Hamas and Trump deals, while it acting like Tommy says the whole administration's in Doha's pocket. I'm not sold on the wildest ideas, but with this much smoke, there's gotta be fire. Donnie's turning the White House into a marketplace, and the only thing he's serving is his own wallet. Our daughters deserve better than scraps while he's playing king in the clouds. We've got one more segment, so hang tight after the break. This scandal's got more twists than a country road.
People will always tell you what to do, opinion how to live. So let's create space for what matters most to you. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back to Truth Blitz, where we're laying bare Donnie Tudal's Qatari jet scandal. We've covered the bribe, the Hamas ties, and the Middle East money grab. And now it's time to face the fallout, because this mess is stirring up trouble like a storm in the Smokies. First, the security risks. This isn't just any plane. It's meant to be Air Force One, the flying symbol of America. CNN's Juliet Kayham's warning that a Qatari jet could be rigged with bugs or trackers, putting national secrets at risk. Even GOP Senator Rick Scott, a Trump fan, says, "I'm not flying on a plane from a country that supports Hamas." If your own team's nervous, Donnie, maybe rethink that joyride. Ex-user at Sunny writes, pointing out Trump was checking out this jet back in February, planning this scheme for months. That's not leadership, that's a hustle. Then there's public trust, or what's left of it. The Washington Post says 60% of independents and half of Americans think Trump's mixing his family business with the presidency. When Fox News' Brian Kilmeade's wondering if Qatar expects favors, you know it's bad. Donnie's team, led by Caroline Levitt, insists it's all for America's benefit. Sorry, but the only benefit here is a boost to Donnie's bank account. The hypocrisy's hard to swallow. Donnie's been railing against Hunter Biden's deals, but this jet's worth 80 times Hunter's supposed payouts. He's telling our daughters to get by with $2 and a pencil, but he's cruising to his golf courses on a plane that could fund every school in the state. That's the kind of double talk that'd make a lawyer blush. Conspiracy theories are floating around, too. Ex-user at JLarky Tweets suggests Qatar's jet is part of a bigger plan, tied to Hamas and Middle East influence. Others say it's a distraction from Eric's deals or Donnie's crypto ventures. I'm not buying the wildest claims, but with Pam Bondi approving this after lobbying for Qatar, it's enough to raise questions. What do? Democrats like Bernie Sanders are calling it blatantly corrupt, pushing for Senate votes to block the deal. Richie Torres wants the GAO to investigate, and Schumer's holding up DOJ nominees until he gets answers. But this isn't just for politicians. We need to make noise. Call your representatives, post on X with hashtag #NoFlyinPalace, and tell Donnie Tudals that America's not for sale. This is about more than a jet. It's about a president who thinks he's above the law, trading our trust for luxuries while our kids get nothing. In Tennessee, we don't take kindly to folks selling out their neighbors, and we sure don't let them fly away with it. Let's ground this flying palace and send Donnie a message. You can't buy America, not even for $400 million. And that's Truth Blitz for tonight. I'm Park Major, keeping it honest, and God bless America. Stay strong, y'all, and we'll see you next time.
Now start reclaiming your time and your mental well-being by saying no more. No more. Say it loudly and proudly. In other words, fuck you.